you know? Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 13 of Broad Street Banter. Can't believe it's already uh, episode 13. That's crazy to me. I started this in the new year when the year flipped to 2026. Um, I was like, let me just do a stream because I was frustrated. Someone mentioned this last episode, but I said I was frustrated on how uh, the Flyers were never talked about on the Philly radio. They were a few points out of first, and they weren't talked about. The Eagles, they talk about is the Eagles and sometimes the Phillies. They never give the Flyers any love. And I'm not a Sixers fan, but they don't talk about the Sixers as much, but they do talk about them more than the Flyers. So that's why I made this, and it's already episode 13. I got a lot of familiar faces in here in the chat that are here in like every stream. So thank you guys. Yo, we plowed the Avalanche. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Let's go. Best team in the league. I had a good feeling about this game. I have no idea why, but I did. I had a feeling they were going to win this game. They lose to the last place Rangers, the worst team in hockey, the worst franchise in sports. They lose to them. And then they beat the Avalanche, who had 5 regulation losses on the year going into this. So crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Uh, I'll take some call-ins in a little bit. I just want to talk for a little bit, answer the chat first. What's up, Noah? Yeah, what a win. Let's go. Yeah, I'm really happy about how they played last night. As soon as the Avalanche tied it 2-2, I was like, "Oh, here we go again. It's going to be that Utah game all over again. Here we go." But thankfully, it wasn't. It was not that game all over again. And the Flyers come away with a win in regulation over the Avalanche. They put up a touchdown, the most goals they've scored all year. Michkov with 2, and of course Owen Tippett with 3 goals. Crazy. Tippett Hattie. That's right. Flyer fan 46. That's right. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Great win for the Flyers. Their best win so far this year. I think that's fair to say, right, guys? Would you agree? Best win for the Flyers so far this year? Because I think it is. They love to keep us guessing, lol. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I feel like it's been like this like my whole life. I feel like they beat good teams and they lose to bad teams. That's just how it is. That's just how it is with them. I don't know why. I have Tippett, Brink, and Michkov on my fantasy team. Dude, I have Tippett on my fantasy team, and I benched him. I didn't start him, and he had 9 point something. I didn't start him. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself. It's crazy. Hopefully Monday won't be a letdown. I agree, and that's a big game against the Islanders. That's a division game, close in the standings. Absolutely, absolutely. They got to win that game. They got to keep it going. This is a great road trip. 5 out of 6 points on this road trip. They should have had all six. It should have been 3 wins in a row. But I'll take if you would have told me after losing 6 straight games that they would go on to this 3 game road trip and get 5 points in these 3 games, I would not believe you. But here we are with a win against the Golden Knights, an overtime loss against the Mammoth that should have been a win, but we got a point, and then a win against the best team in hockey, the Colorado Avalanche. You'll be at the game against the Caps on the 3rd. That's sick. Have fun. As soon as the Flyers won, I said the banter tomorrow is going to be peak. Let's go. Yes, sir. Do you think they'll let Airson go in free agency? Yeah. I mean, eventually, yeah. But no one's going to take him in like a trade or anything before that. So, but he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad. He did not look bad. Oh, you went to the Lightning game? I was at the second Lightning game. I was there. That was not fun. That was very stressful. Outscored 12-3 in that 2 game stretch against the Lightning. That was atrocious. Do you think the Flyers will add anyone good at the deadline? I'm going to be honest. I could see them getting Panarin. I don't really know if I want Panarin, but I could see them getting him. I could see it happening. Can't believe they named a city after Denver Barkey. I know, it's crazy, right? And then he scores there. It's crazy. I was at the Flyers versus Sabres last year when they won 7-4 last April. That's sick. I remember that game. That's right. I remember that. That was a fun game. I wasn't there, but I remember watching it. That's right. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just so. Here, I'll start out with this. I'll start out with this. Owen Tippett, I owe you an apology. I was not familiar with your game. Actually, that's not true. I was familiar with Owen Tippett's game, but not familiar that he could actually use his skill to his or use his skill properly, because a lot of the times it feels like he just tries to do too much. But yesterday, 3 goals, he can't complain. He had a phenomenal game. So shout out to Owen Tippett. I wanted them to trade him all year long, and now he comes out with a hat trick. Does that change my opinion on him? Is it one game? I don't know. But I'm very happy with the way Tippett played. Congratulations on your second career hat trick, Owen Tippett. And yeah, I'll take some call-ins in a little bit, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, snowstorm coming. Yeah, snowstorm coming. You're gonna be stuck inside your house, and you're gonna be forced to watch Broad Street Banter every single day after a Flyers game. Tippett has been great lately. He has been stepping it up lately. Another thing I wanted to point out was that Konechny gave Michkov the empty net goal when he didn't have to do that. That was awesome. When's our next game? We play Monday against the Islanders, Curtis. It's so refreshing watching Tippett when remember he is actually really good at hockey. He is, and he can be a 30-goal scorer, and he should be a 30-goal scorer. He's got 18 now. He's got plenty of time to get to 30. Next game is huge, absolutely. Next game is absolutely massive for the Flyers. Let's take a look at the standings. Why don't we? Let's take a little look. NHL standings. Let's take a little gander at the standings. My Islanders, you can see us getting smoked. All right. No, not conference. Wild card. There we go. All right. So the Flyers are 3 points out of a playoff spot. I'm sorry, 2 points out of a playoff spot. 2 points out of third with a game in hand on the Islanders. If they beat the Islanders on Monday, that would be huge. We need to beat them in regulation. That would be so clutch. And we're 3 points behind the Bruins for the last playoff spot in the wild card with a game in hand. So we need the Bruins to start losing. We need the Islanders to start losing. We need the Penguins to start losing. We're only 4 points behind the Penguins. We're 2 points behind the Islanders with a game in hand. Only a point ahead of the Devils, but with a game in hand. And a point ahead of the Capitals with 2 games in hand. Do you think they would put Michkov and Barkey together? They look good together on the power play. I wouldn't mind that. If we're going to make the playoffs, it's going to be from the Metro. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think the wild card's going to be too tough. I could see them coming third in the division, for sure. I think they could be better than the Islanders and even the Penguins. They could come second in the division for all I care and host the playoff series in the first round. But it's going to be tough. They got to start winning again. Got to start winning again. 24, 17, and 9 right now, guys. Makes that point loss to Utah sting more? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. 100%. We'd only be a point behind the Islanders if we got that point. I wanted a win streak, but a point streak will do. Yeah, I mean, you can't complain about 5 out of 6 points on the road trip, especially how they were playing before that with 6 losses in a row. The Blues need to rebuild. I have not paid attention to the Blues at all this year. Let's take a look at the Blues. Yeah, they stink. I knew they weren't doing well, but I didn't know they weren't doing that well. Oh my gosh. 9th, or no, yeah. 15th in the conference in the West. It's crazy. That is crazy. Rangers last in the East. That's funny. Everyone in the conference is above 500 except the Rangers. That's so funny. Rangers suck. That's right. That's right. Man. Go Sabres. Sabres. We got a Sabres fan here? That's okay. Sabres are cool. They're top 3 in their division. So yeah, we got the Lightning with 68 points. The Red Wings got 67. The Sabres have 63. And then in the Metro, the Hurricanes have 67. The Penguins have 61. The Islanders have 59. And then the 2 wild cards are the Canadiens with 63 and the Bruins with 60. Flyers are the first team out of the playoffs right now, as we speak. Hello, do you see the Flyers making any moves before the trade deadline? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think they're in on Panarin. I honestly do. The chat last banter was weird. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really weird. I can see us getting Panarin. Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing it, but I could see it. We're definitely going to be one of the teams trying to get him for sure. I can guarantee they'll try to get him. I can't guarantee they will get him because I don't think New York's going to want to trade arguably their best player to a team in the division. We would get Panarin because we want to push for the playoffs. I agree. I just don't know what we'd have to give up. I would love to go. I would love to start making moves to push for the playoffs instead of being passive, being so conservative at the deadline. Do you think we'd bring Giroux back at the deadline for next offseason? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening, no. Thanks for the follow, Jude. That's the one thing about Panarin. What would we give up for him? We'd have to give up a young guy or two. It would have to happen. And I know people don't want that to happen, but eventually it's gotta because this exact roster going to win a Stanley Cup? I'll let you guys decide that, but most people would answer no. So you gotta move some of your young guys eventually, right? Not all of them, but some of them, you know. So it'll be definitely interesting to see what they do. You guys can comment down below who you want to see at the deadline become a Flyer. Yo, go Rams! Yes, sir, go Rams. Let's go. 2 more wins, baby. I I would give TK for Panarin and a third or second. They're not going to trade TK. What do you think about the Pedersen rumors? I would love to get Elias Pedersen. I would love to get him more than I would want to get Panarin. Hot take. Dead serious. I would love to have Elias Pettersson on this team. A true number one first line center. Oh my gosh, I would love that. I'd give up a bunch for him. I would. I'd overpay. Tippett was building his trade stock with that Hattie. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. But yeah, guys, we're only a few points out of a playoff spot. It's definitely exciting. Definitely some exciting stuff. But yeah, if you guys aren't following me, by the way, and you could follow, I would really appreciate that. If you're a Flyers fan or you're just a hockey fan in general, this is definitely an account you'd like to follow. If you're a Flyers fan or you're trying to get into hockey, definitely follow this account. This will definitely help you. Top trade target for the boys. I want Elias Pettersson, guys. I want him bad. I want him bad. I want him bad. Everybody's a few points out of a playoff spot. Yeah, but if we're one of the teams, then I don't care. What would you give up for him? Hmm. I'm trying to think of like an exact offer I would give for them. Tippett, Brink in a second. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot, but I would do it. I know it's I know it's a lot. I know. I know. I know it's a lot. And people are going to say no because people don't want to get rid of the young guys. People don't want to get rid of the guys that we love. I don't either, but you got to do what's best for the team. JT would have win last night. Yes, sir, Noah. Let's go. Let's go. Why did you get a new account? I didn't get a new account. He had problems with Tocchet. Yeah, but you got to get over that. He's a great player. Tip and Bobby is crazy. Come on. I know it's a lot, but don't we want a star of true number one center? I don't think Tippett and Brink is that much for Elias Pettersson. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. We crushed the Avalanche. How about that? That's right, Jeff. We did. Let's go. So happy about that win. Best win of the year. Best win of the year for the Flyers was last night against the Avalanche. I don't think that's debatable. I don't think it's debatable at all. Ready for tomorrow? Yes, I am. Go Rams. I think that's what you're talking about. We should have kept Kuzmenko. Very short-lived. I 100% agree. I loved Kuzmenko on the Flyers. He made our power play watchable for the 7 games he was here. He had like 5 points in 7 games. He was fantastic for us. And we traded him for a third-round pick. Ridiculous. I hated that move, and we totally could have signed him. We totally could have kept him and signed him in the offseason and had him on like the second line right now. Totally. Add a little bit more depth to the team. Totally could have done that. Very, very much a shame. Lawton trade scammed the Leafs. I agree. Getting a first for Lawton was great. As much as I like Lawton, I like him, but a first for him is more than enough. I would have given a third for Lawton, or taken a third for Lawton. We got a first. Would I give up Martone in a Pedersen trade? No, I would not. No, 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 no. Let's get Giroux back. I would love to get Giroux back. I would love to, guys, but it's not going to happen. It's not. It's just not going to happen. It's one of those things that's not going to happen. That ship has sailed. It's not going to happen. Giroux is never going to wear Flyers uniform again. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but it's true. What's up, Zach? How we doing? Martone's averaging 2 points a game. That's great. Think G will retire a Flyer, though? I don't see that happening. I would love to. I would love to. Sign him for 1 year before he retires. Have him be one of our centers, even if he's not our first-line center. Something. Yeah, I'd love to have Giroux back. I just don't think it's going to happen, guys. I don't think it's going to happen. Martone's the next Giroux? I sure hope so. I hope he's the next Bobby Clark. What's up, Mark? How we doing? Can I see your Flyers jersey collection? Ooh, I can make a video doing that. But I can't do it right now because some of them are hanging up and some of them are. I have a signed Jeremy Roenick jersey. I have a Couturier jersey. I have a Zach Ronaldo jersey. I have a lot of Flyers jerseys. We could do Collins now. Is Pedersen really a number one center? I thought, yeah, he definitely is. He's probably not what he once was, but he'd still be our number one center. For sure. Curtis, you can call in, man. Yeah, I'll let some people call in. We'll take a few people. Call in. There's a button at the bottom, I believe. You can ask to be invited to join the live, and it adds you. As long as I accept it, which I will. All right, we got some callers coming in. All right, we're gonna do Curtis first because he was asking to, and then we'll get to some people after that. All right, here we go. What's up, Curtis?
What up? What up, JT?
How we doing?
You doing good? And after that win,
Oh
we're
yeah,
staying up. We're staying
you
up.
stayed up for the whole game.
Uh-huh.
Let's
I mean,
go.
like till the end. Like right to the end.
Let's
Minute
go.
left, I found it off.
Nice, very nice. That's awesome. Is that Jim Jackson in the background? I hear.
Yeah, I'm watching Danny Briere highlights.
Nice, dude. Nice. That's awesome. Who's
I want to ask you the questions this time, JT.
okay? I like that.
Who do you want the Flyers to target in free agency this year or trade for right
Around the deadline.
trade deadline?
I want them to get Pedersen, dude. I really do. I would love to get Pedersen.
Think about the injuries. I don't want to.
But people said that about Zegras too, and look how he's been playing for us.
Yeah, but Pedersen, I just don't know. What else
Yeah.
would we give up for him?
I think a guy like Tippett or Brink would probably have to be in the deal for Pedersen. Maybe not Tippett. Maybe like a Cates. I'm not saying I want them to get rid of Cates or Brink, but I feel like they would be in the deal.
I I would hate that.
You would hate that? How come?
Cause I want to keep Kate's Brink together.
I want to keep them too.
Cause
I just think we're gonna have to give up something to get a guy like Pedersen. Maybe we go out and try to get Panarin. We're gonna have to give up somebody good, you know?
I also wonder if they want to wait till free agency and then pick up some guys.
I think they're gonna make a lot of moves in free agency this offseason. I think they made a lot of a good moves for depth last offseason. Um, but I see them making a big splash this free agency. I really do. Let me
The
pull up
only
the upcoming
way,
free agents.
the only way I see them doing that is they somehow send Couturier off.
Yeah,
Cause that contract's just weighing us down. We have 4 million in cap space, I believe.
yeah, and Couturier is over 7 mil, and I just who's gonna take that contract though?
I don't care what we get back. He could be a bag of chips and a toothbrush for him. I don't care that he's our
Yeah,
captain. He hasn't scored in 30 games. Captains just don't do that.
I agree. I agree, Curtis. I agree.
It's
I'm
just embarrassing that your captain hasn't scored in 25 games.
Yeah, I agree. Someone in the chat said I think a big trade is more likely than a big free agent. Would you agree with that?
Yes,
Yeah.
because of the way Danny could do that. I wonder if he also trade in the off season.
Yeah, like we did with
Because
Zegras.
Zegers came in the off season.
He did. You're right.
So
You're absolutely right. I would love to
yeah,
get Stammer over Peterson, somebody said. I would love to get Stamkos. I've been saying that for a few episodes now. Would Curtis, would that be someone you're interested in? Steven Stamkos?
um, I've actually never heard anybody say that Stamkos come to Philly,
Really?
but
I
I
mean, there's always going to be rumors around it, but I feel like it would be a great fit. He'd work great on our power play. You set him up in his wheelhouse, that right-handed shot off the left side, and then you got him on the first line. I mean, I think it would be a perfect fit. I mean, the only thing I really wouldn't give up is like a first for him. If we can get anything under that, I would take him easily.
I
I
think if we wanted to make that move, we should have done it last year because he did not perform as well as he is this year. He's been the top guy for Nashville this season.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah, that's a
I
good
feel like
point.
if they wanted to make that move, it should have been last year.
I agree, but I don't think Nashville's is Nashville too good this year? I don't think they are, right? No, they're not.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
they're
person,
they're okay.
the person I've wanted to get for a while is Jordan Kyrou or
Mm.
Robert Thomas from St. Louis.
The Blues are falling apart, so it would make sense for them to be
Because they
sellers.
probably want to rebuild, trade everybody away,
Yeah.
bring up. I don't know if they're brothers, but we got Kyrou from Dallas, and
Yeah.
he's playing in Lehigh Valley, and he's been playing pretty decent.
Yeah.
So trading for Jordan Kyrou and then bringing up the other Kyrou brother, I think that would work perfectly.
I think that's a great idea, Curtis. I love where your head's at. I think that's a great idea. I think we'd have the Cairo we have now that we'd call it from Lehigh Valley. We'd probably call him up, put him on the fourth line, and then Jordan would go on the first line. And I think that would be perfect having those guys. Like we used to have the Shen brothers, now we have the Cairo brothers. I think that'd be great. I think that's a great idea. What do you think we'd give up for him?
The way St. Louis is falling apart, I think Tippett's gonna be in the deal.
You think so? Dang.
Tippett in a second,
Tip it in a second? I mean, I would do
maybe
it.
third.
I would do it 100%. I'd do it. That'd be crazy.
I
I
know.
think I think they'd want a first though for Cairo. I think they'd want a
Yeah.
first. Would you do tip it in a first?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
I would do if they wanted a first, I would give them Give them the first, and then maybe Delurier, and then Hathaway.
Yeah. I don't know if they would take Delorier and Hathaway. I think they have a combined 2 or 3 points so far this year, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind dumping them off to someone else. That's for sure. Definitely need to have more depth and improve that third and fourth line. That's for sure.
Just trying to. I don't know why, but I think this would work. For a game or two, I think we should put Zegras and Mitchkov on the same line.
Mm. Okay. How come?
We've seen in preseason they have great chemistry together.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they have fun playing with each other, and they haven't played on the same line this whole year.
Yeah.
Other than the power play.
Yeah.
And I know the power play hasn't been great, but still, for a game or two, get them on the same line. If it doesn't work, put Dvorak back with Konechny and then Zegras.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think you make a lot of good points, dude. I think for sure you definitely know what you're talking about. That's for sure. So, how long have you been a Flyers fan for?
I'm like a few years.
Nice. Very nice. It's
I
awesome.
hope this year we can actually make the playoffs because I've seen every singular other team
Yeah.
in the playoffs, and I haven't seen my team. And I'm not like Eagles fan or like a Sixers fan at all.
Right.
So,
Just Flyers?
yeah.
Nice.
And then the reason I think they don't talk about the Flyers on the radio station is because the market for hockey is just very, very low compared to the NBA
Mm-hmm.
or the NFL or the MLB.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
and bringing playoff hockey back to Philadelphia, I think that could work.
Yeah, that would definitely get people talking about it again, that's for sure. If they made the playoffs. When I was younger, probably around your age, it was the Flyers were the team in Philadelphia. They were the team. They were the number one team in Philadelphia. Like the Eagles stunk, the Sixers were terrible, the Phillies were terrible, and the Flyers were in the playoffs every year. That's what people cared about, and that's why I'm starting the show. I'm trying to get more people to root for the Flyers and get more invested in this team and bring Flyers hockey back. You know what I mean? So I love to see that someone a younger person like you is so invested into the team. You're sitting at home right now watching Danny Briere highlights. I mean, that's exactly what I was doing at your age too, and I think it's awesome, dude.
Thanks. But one more thing.
Mhm.
It's about the game yesterday.
Yeah.
We played. It was awesome. It was so fun to watch my team be good for once and beat the best team in the league. But we still need some physical like someone there who's physical and can score goals.
I agree. I agree
Because
100%.
even though we won, we still got like bullied
Yeah.
by McCarr, McKinnon, Gerard.
Yeah.
It's just insane. If you look at older Flyers teams, you have Simmons, you have Giroux. They were scoring goals and they were laying hits at the same time.
Yeah, Giroux, Simmons, and Hartnell were those kind of guys that would just they could lay the body, but they also could score. You know, and
You
so
just
I
you
can't
wish
agree
you
more.
had that.
Yeah, they need somebody like that. I 100% agree, Curtis.
But I don't think Pedersen is that guy for that.
You don't
I
think
think
so?
mm,
Yeah,
I
he's
like
probably not that kind of player, but he would be a good center for us to have.
I like the Stammer idea.
I like that too.
Whoever brought that up or has been talking about it, that's a great idea because he's physical and he could score goals.
Yep, it's a
But
great idea.
who are we gonna trade for a goalie? Or are we gonna keep Harrison?
I think we're gonna get Vladar back soon, hopefully by Monday, and then we're gonna before the deadline trade for another backup goalie and then figure something out with Airson. And if not, something in the offseason will happen with Airson. I can't see him being a Flyer for too much longer. That's my take on it.
I've said this in the past, and I'm gonna say it again. If you could, this is what Vlodar's been doing, allowing 2 or 3 goals, but the offense scores 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if the offense and the defense can click.
Right. You're 100% right, man.
Because some losses you're gonna blame on Harrison. It's just gonna happen. Some losses you're gonna blame the offense and the defense, but mostly they're blamed on Harrison, and I just don't think that's really true.
Yeah.
I think the defense and then Gardner Hathaway is the biggest problems.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Would you like to see them go out and get a defenseman at the deadline?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would much rather get a center, but a defenseman. If we could somehow get a center and a defenseman, and in one trade, and that's our only trade at the deadline, I'm happy.
That would be great. That would be great.
Because we don't have to make one, like 3 moves. You could make just one big splash to make the playoffs, because you're not gonna make it with the wild card. Boston is there.
Montreal.
The Devils and Montreal.
Yeah.
I think Montreal is gonna make it through the Atlantic.
You think so?
But yes. Lane Hudson is a franchise player, and I wanted him in that draft.
Did you?
It's just looking at the highlights. Look at his brothers. I wanted one of his brothers.
Yeah.
And we didn't get him. And it just... who I wanted in the draft, I think it was last year, was James Higgins.
That's who a lot of people wanted, man. Yeah, a lot of people wanted Higgins.
I wanted so badly.
A lot of people wanted him. Are you happy with the Martone pick, though?
Yes. The fact that he fell just brings a smile to my face.
Yeah.
But I'm still mad about how he picked Michigan State. I wanted him to come play at Penn State. I'm a big Penn State.
Oh, are you? That's cool. Yeah.
I was just mad. I wish he picked Penn State.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool for sure. Well, before I let you go, do you have any last questions? I just want to get some other people in here to join because I know some people are waiting to call in.
Trying to think. If there's a winger you want to go after, and you can't say Panarin, who would it be?
A winger I want to go after that isn't Panarin. Man, that's a good question. I don't know if anybody necessarily comes to mind off the dome like right away. I'd have to do some research and get back to you on that because I need to see who's available. I need to see, who would be a good fit, who's under the age of 30 that has a few years left on his contract, not a huge contract, like under 5 mil and needs to be a good fit. So I'll get back to you on that. I will. That's a great question.
I got one more thing.
Sure.
Who would you want in free agency?
Who do I want in free agency?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Would Giroux come back for a very, very low cost?
I would love to have Giroux back. I just don't see it happening. Like I don't see him coming back to Philly. I don't see it happening. But I would love it. I would love to have Giroux back, put him as our first line center, or even second line center. I would absolutely love having Giroux back in the orange and black. Did you get to see Giroux as a Flyer, or were you too young for that?
I wish I did. I watched the highlights almost every day.
That's great.
I think I've watched The Shift hits Crosby more than anyone, at least 50 times.
You mean this right here?
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's awesome, dude. Well, I'm gonna let you go so other people can call in. But dude, it's awesome having you on here. It's awesome that someone so young knows so much about a team like the Flyers. So it's really awesome. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting as always. And go Flyers! All right.
All right, go Flyers.
Have a great day, dude.
You too.
What a guy! I love that kid. That kid is awesome. He sounds just like me when I was a kid. Like knowing about the Flyers at such a young age. I absolutely love that. That was great. Curtis, you're a legend, man. Way to be. John F. Kennedy wants to join. Oh boy. I'm so peak. um, I'm gonna let one more person join before we wrap things up. Uh, I think we pretty much covered almost everything, but I do want to see what other people want to say. Pittner, I'll let you join as the last guest. Oh, what happened?
What's up, JT?
Hey, how we doing?
Good, how are you? Coming off a big win last night?
Absolutely. Huge win. Best win of the season so far. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Especially after that home, like the 6th losing streak. That was
Yeah.
bad.
For sure.
I was really happy to see Harrison bounce back on the road.
That was great. That was great. He's been playing a little bit better lately. I love to see it. Would you agree with
I
that?
know. I'm glad that if he can keep playing better, that it won't be as nerve-wracking if he's in that when Fodor is getting rest.
Right. Yeah.
So,
It's good to see because with Vladar out, we need someone to step up and I got to give Harrison credit. He's been stepping up. We got 5 points in our last 3 games with Harrison and net. Kolosov certainly didn't step up against New York, so we needed somebody else to do it. Harrison did.
You can say that again.
Yeah. So Harrison's been clutch. I'm gonna say it. Harrison's been clutch. I've been very satisfied with the way he's been playing the last few games. It's been good enough to win games. Could he have been better against the Mammoth? Yeah, but everybody could have on that last play. So I'm definitely satisfied with how he's been playing. I'm not gonna say he's been playing great, but he's been doing good enough to make sure we get some points.
Yeah, that first period he had was insane. 17 shots and didn't let in one. It was crazy.
That was incredible. That was awesome. 17 shots is a ton for one period. That's how good the Avalanche are.
Well, it's even funnier because they said that's the most shots he's saved in a first period in his career.
Yeah, and he didn't let one in. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
So, I heard Curtis talk about defense. What do you think about getting Byram?
Ooh, I would love that. Honestly, I would enjoy that a lot. He's a good player. I just I don't know what the cost would be. I feel like
I feel like it would be expensive.
Yeah, it definitely would be expensive. What would you want to give up to get him?
Hag in a third. Okay. I really don't know. Like I feel like probably maybe Brink, even though it seems like Brink's been like the glue. We won all those games when he's out, and we've been playing a lot better when he's been in. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting Coots off offing that Coots contract.
Yeah, I just don't think anybody's gonna take him.
Yeah. You never know. Someone took the Ellis contract and we got Grunstrump, and he's been playing pretty good. So you never know.
It's true. It's true. It's very true. We need a team with a lot of cap space. That's for sure.
Yeah. I feel it's still funny to me thinking that we signed Ellis. What was it? 4 years ago now? 5?
It might have been more than that. I think it was 6 years ago. I want to say maybe more than that.
And he only played 4 games.
Yep, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
It was even crazier because I thought that offseason they added a decent amount of pieces, that year, and
Yeah.
then they just went nowhere.
Yeah, it's
Like, I
true.
thought that season was going to be a really good year.
It's true. Very true. Before I let somebody else join, what is give me, I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, but I want to hear one hot take for the rest of the season for the Flyers. It can be anything.
One hot take. Hmm. Hmm. Probably my hot take would be they end up getting in the playoffs and they go on a Cinderella run.
Ooh, I like that. I love that hot take. That's awesome.
I
Um,
want to see the 2010 run come back in 2026.
yes. Oh, dude, that would make me so happy. Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
Just to see like everyone at Xfinity Arena just scream at the top of their lungs.
Yup.
God, I've I've been just I've had images of it ever since I've gone to the. I went to the last year the Anaheim Ducks game,
Yeah,
and it
me
was
too.
so like
It was
just want to
electric.
see that so bad.
That was like a playoff atmosphere that game.
Yeah, like it was like because that was like probably one of the highest volume games I've been to because I was pretty young when they made the playoffs in 2017, 2018. And
Hmm.
then COVID, overtime was COVID. So it was like,
Right.
I just want to see it live so bad.
Yeah, I do. Trust me. I haven't seen that. We haven't seen the Flyers host a playoff game in Philly in 8 years. So it has been way too long. Uh,
Yeah,
Flyers playoff hockey needs to come back to the city of Philadelphia, and all will be right in the world again. But
yeah, definitely.
thank you so much
I
for
think,
joining. Oh, sorry. You can finish your sentence. My bad.
all right, I think if they do make the playoffs, I feel like we would end up facing the Hurricanes for some reason. I just have that feeling that we would play the Hurricanes in the first round.
Probably. If we're a wild card team, we probably will. But if we make it top three in the division, we probably won't because they're going to win the division. And if we're third, we'll probably either play Pittsburgh or the Islanders. So
Oh, Pittsburgh in another playoff matchup. That would be
that
so
would be
cool.
insane. That would be awesome
God.
for sure. But yeah, thank you
Crazy.
so much for joining.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
thanks for
wrap
letting me
things
in.
up here, but
Appreciate it.
thank you so much. Thank you for your support. If you're not following, please do. I'd really appreciate
Oh,
it.
of course I'm following. You're a fellow Flyers fan. Gotta follow all my
Let's
Flyer
go.
fans.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Go Flyers.
Go Flyers. All right. Man, this is a fun episode. Um, better hope you don't play Sid in the playoffs. Ugh. This was a fun episode, guys. I really appreciate everybody calling in. If you didn't get to call in, you'll get to call in next episode as long as you're watching. Just remind me in the comments below. I would do one more, but I have stuff to do. I gotta go. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. You can call in next episode, I promise. And you've called in before too, so but you can call in. You know that. Um, but yeah, if you guys wanted to call in, you didn't get the chance to. Please watch next episode on Tuesday. It'll probably be around like 3 o'clock on Tuesday. So go check it out, and we'll see you then. And as always, hey, before we go, I need everybody that's watching to comment, "Let's go Flyers" before we go. We need to get a "Let's go Flyers" chain going in the comments. Let's go. I need everybody to do it. It's mandatory. It's mandatory. That's your price for watching. That's what you got to do. Everyone's got to say "Let's go Flyers" in the comments. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go Flyers. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, JFK. Let's go. Let's go Flyers. Let's go. I need everybody saying it. There's 5 people in here. Only 3 people said let's go Flyers. I need everybody saying it. I need at least 5 let's go Flyers before I end the live. I need it. Let's go. I need it. Come on. I need it. Rangers eliminated from playoffs. That's even better. Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, go Flyers. Go show off the orange and black wherever you can, and we'll see you guys Tuesday. And follow if you're not. Thank you so much, guys. Go Flyers.